All right, we got a lot of requests for the Mardu tokens deck list. So I've got Jeremy here with his deck laid out. He's going to kind of read the deck list to you guys and then talk about the interactions because there's lots of cool combos here. So without further ado, Jeremy.
All right, everybody.
Perfect timing on that.
Yeah, that is perfect timing. Well, I'm just going to talk about Hidden Stockpile and then Annoying Procession. That's really what you want to see in your opening hand. You know, if you see one of each, then you're golden. You can just say go. 1 or 2 lands, keep. It's fine. Backup hand would be, or like removal, you want to see like 1 Fatal Push. Maybe a Shram's Expertise is a really good hand. Other than that, your Anointed Priest will really help you for long game. Just, you know, if you have 2 on the field and then you play Shram's Expertise into Servo Exhibition, you gain 20 life. And that'll make a lot of people just like really irked that what they've been doing for the last 5-6 minutes has just amounted to nothing. Farther than that, Gideon's in the deck. He's really good. I only run 2. Still an expensive card. And then my Cryptolith right for this deck, it's kind of like Sam Black's deck, is Throne of the God Pharaoh. And because of the red, it just makes it so much more aggressive. And that says, at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures you control. So if you swing 15 servos and they block 5, they're still taking 10 damage and then another 10 damage from your end step trigger. So I think that's pretty aggressive. And I like red, so I like to be aggressive. Over here is your sideboard. Kind of borrow from White Black Zombies sideboard for their mirror match and Anguish and Making. Deck and Stone is good for Ulamog. Anguish and Making is good for Ulamog. Till the Slaughter is good for Ulamog. So really kind of focusing on that deck. Other than that, I'm playing a 1-of Eliminate the Competition. It's like a giant Bone Splinters. Sacrifice X creatures, destroy X target creatures. I'm kind of thinking that's going to really hit for like the green-black matchups. Then I have an extra Anointed Procession because I only ran 3 in the main, so you can have a couple more interactions and it's not so dead if you have like, you know, 3 in your starting hand, you have to mulligan. I'm also running 2 Dust to Dawns this week for the zombie matchup. I didn't actually get to play any last week, and I know that there was quite a few decks here that were running it. So that's why I took out Processions and then the 1-of Eliminate Competition. But Westfall Abbey is a big hitter. It's really quick. You can almost get them by turn 6 every time. Handwire Battlements pairs up with your Handwire Garrison, which is also super aggressive. You have 2 Processions out and melt him some odd way that if you can. That's like 7, 10, 16, 19 damage with 1 swing. That's pretty impressive. Your Evolving Wilds trigger your Hidden Stockpile. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for wanting this deck list.
So let's just read the cards real quick, just in case they can't tell from the video.
Yep.
So you've got 4 Hidden Stockpiles, 4 Servo Exhibitions, 3 Anointed Processions, 2 Fatal Push, 1 Bantu, was that 3 Hamburg Garrisons?
Yep.
4 Anointer Priests, 4 Zulaport Cutthroats, 3 Shram's Expertise, 2. 2 Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, 2 Throne of the God Pharaoh, 2 Dust to Dawn, 4 Unlicensed Disintegrations, and then for your lands, you've got the Westvale Abbey, the Handware Battlements, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 2 Smoldering Marsh, 2 Foreboding Ruins, a Mountain, 3 Plains, 2 Swamps, 3 Evolving Wilds. I did have a couple of comments about the interaction with Handware Garrison and Anointed Procession. So this is a replacement effect. So whenever a token would enter the battlefield, you make 2. Or you make double that number instead. So when these come in, they are tapped and attacking. So when the Anointed Procession would replace that effect by doubling it, those doubled ones would also be tapped and attacking. So that is how that interaction works.
Super aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive. Let's see what other...
This is like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and that's just...
I actually like playing this as kind of a surprise attack. Like after you've tapped out your creatures, they think they might live, and then you play that, and bam, they're dead on the end step.
Yep. That is brutal.
I'm trying to think if there was any other comments. Obviously, it can get really tricky with how many tokens you're putting into play, because each time you have an anointed procession, it doubles it. So it gets pretty out of hand pretty quick.
Just an example, the Servo Exhibition puts 2 out in the field, so if you have 2 out, it doubles, so that's 4, and then double, so then you get 8. So it's pretty cool.
And then, I guess real quick on the sideboard, 3 Anguish Unmaking, 2 Declaration in Stone, 2 Forsake the Worldly, 3 To the Slaughter, 2 Gideon's Intervention. I asked him what these were for, and it's basically for the New Perspectives matchup. You just name Second Sun, and they can't cast it, so they have like no win condition outside of the creatures that cycle, which those aren't going to win the game. And then the one Eliminate the Competition. This is actually a really cool addition, even though it's kind of like a bulk rare. Just because you have so many creatures in play, you get to basically fireball the board, more or less.
Yeah.
And then the 4th Anointed Procession and the 3rd Dustal Dawn. So
It's pretty
that's
fun.
it. It's
Have
a pretty
fun
fun
playing it.
deck. Gets out of hand real quick. I hope you bring enough token creatures to fill the board with them.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.